Hello! Today we're going to be learning how to play a 1-octave A minor scale on the viola. And if you're new to A minor scales, this is a really excellent one to start with. It's not too challenging for a minor scale, and it'll really help you get the hang of what the minor scale sounds like. Now, the first thing that you need to know about minor scales and minor keys is that each minor key or scale has a corresponding major scale that shares the same key signature. And we call that the relative major and minor. So in the case of A minor, the relative major is C major. We have C major has 0 flats and sharps in the key signature. It's all natural. And same key signature with A minor. However, when you are playing in minor, you do not just stick with the notes in the key signature all the time. You actually have some extra notes that you can also play. And the same is true when you are playing the scales. In fact, there are 3 different forms of the minor scale, and we're going to learn what they all are, but don't worry, you're only going to need to really focus your time on one of the forms. So the first form of the minor scale, this is one of the ones that we generally don't practice. Some people do, but this is not the one that is preferred for most string methods. It's the natural minor scale. For the natural minor scale, you just play the notes that are in the key signature. You don't make any changes at all. So it's just like you're playing a C major scale, except you start and end on A instead of C. So that one would sound like this. There's our A. When you're comparing it with the major scale, there are 3 notes that are different between minor and major. So you play, there's one. The 3rd note is lower than you'd play in A major. You would play C sharp in major, and you play C natural in minor. 6th note is F natural instead of F sharp, and then the 7th note, G natural instead of G sharp. So there are 3 notes that are different between natural, minor, and major. The next form of the minor scale is the harmonic minor, and for the harmonic minor, we take the G natural and we bump it up to G sharp, and that creates a little bit more tension in our harmony, and it makes it so we really kind of want to resolve from G sharp up to A, and that just kind of helps to give it that sense of tonality. So harmonic minor, one of the tricky things about it is you do still have a F natural, and so you're going from F natural to G sharp, which is a step and a half. It's more than a whole step, and that is tricky for string instruments to finger, which is why we don't generally practice that form of the minor scale as often. So the harmonic minor sounds like this. Melodic minor, which is the one that we do practice, we are keeping the G sharp, but we only use it on the way up, and then we're to smooth out that step and a half. That interval is called an augmented second, by the way, and to smooth it out we also make the F sharp. So essentially, ascending the scale, you are playing most of the notes of A major. The only difference between ascending, melodic minor, and major is that 3rd note, which is always low. That's the C natural. However, then when you descend the scale, when you go back down, you go back to all the notes in natural minor. So you're going to put your G sharp back to G natural and F sharp back to F natural. So melodic minor sounds like this. Minor scale, when you get up to the top, it is very important that you change your finger pattern to play, in this case, bringing that G sharp down to G natural, lower it a half step, F sharp down to F natural, and that gives you a half step between F natural and E. So let's go ahead and play the A minor scale together with a techno beat that also has a drone. We're going to play each note for 4 beats. 2, 3, 4. practice of the A minor scale. I really enjoy playing minor scales. There's something a little bit dark and moody about them, but it just really does add a little bit of a different color to your scale practice. So as you're playing your minor scales, I would really recommend that you use a tuner at first and play slowly so you can really get it in your ear what that minor scale is supposed to sound like before you try and play it faster. Good luck, and we'll see you next time.
Beautiful.